Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome to an unboxing and a look at the prices for a Modern Horizons 2 bundle. So this is old, pre-recorded, non-narrated footage from back around when this set came out. However, it was so long ago that I don't really remember exactly what was in this box, so I figured we'd go through, do kind of a live reaction to all the cards in the packs. I'll go ahead and put the prices of any card worth more than $1 on screen, and then at the end we'll do a look at all the prices at various market metrics and just kind of see the pricing for this particular box and maybe draw some conclusions about the overall pricing landscape for this product. So gonna go ahead and break into the actual product here. So I think I was just concerned if this was resealed or not, just kind of checking out the wrapping. I have been scammed in the past, so I'm always just extra diligent about checking the wrapping and seeing if there's anything fishy, but gonna speed this up and get into the actual product. So along with this bundle, you do get this piece of paper here with the squirrels of the multiverse. Kind of hard to read with the lighting in this old recording, I do apologize, but if you were curious, that's what that looks like. And I've always found these kind of Masters and Modern Horizons sets a little interesting in that, you know, they have a lot of really good cards in them, and that's kind of the point of the set, right? Is it's a lot of like reprints and new higher complexity cards to be used in Modern and that kind of stuff. But I've always found the flavor kind of lacking, you know, like what plane does this take place on? What is the kind of cohesive through line of flavor? And there usually isn't one, but I guess for this set it would probably be squirrels. So you do get your little squirrel print out there. And then here is the D20 die that comes with the bundle. I'm not sure if it's always the same color or not with the Modern Horizons 2 symbol on it, but that one I do like quite a bit with the purple, so that is pretty cool. And then we do have our promo packs here. So you do get a Yusri Fortune's Flame in foil in every single bundle, and then these are the foil lands, nice and curly, clearly, as to be expected. So there are 20 foil and 20 non-foil basic lands, 4 of each land type, 4 in foil, 4 in non-foil, and I don't open them here, unfortunately, but I'm sure you get the idea of what those look like. So these bundles are also kind of interesting. You do get draft boosters instead of set boosters like most of the more recent bundles have contained, but you do get 10 of them, so not sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm organizing it by artwork for some strange reason, but there you go. You get 10 15-card draft boosters, and I'll go through kind of what can be in each slot as we go through here, but I'm going to go ahead and break right into the first pack. So these are draft boosters, which I tend to find a little bit less exciting than set boosters, but the way that these packs are laid out, you can actually pull up to 3 rares or mythic rares per booster pack, which is kind of cool. So first up, you have your 10 commons, which is kind of the boring part, but there is a 1 in 3 chance for each card to either be a retro frame or a sketch showcase, which is kind of cool. So not seeing any of that yet, but we may see some here. Then after that, there's going to be 3 uncommons always, which is the same deal where you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a retro frame or a sketch showcase. Then there is a new to modern reprint slot, which could have a rare or mythic, as well as the retro frame or the borderless alt artwork, and then your regular rare or mythic. So there's our uncommons, nothing cool. Oh, nice. And then a Cabal Coffers. That has some good value there. And that was in our new to modern reprint slot. So next up will be the rare, which is a Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, which is a pretty cool card. And there you go. So that rare slot, that last rare or mythic guaranteed slot, could be 9% of the time borderless, a sketch showcase, or a retro frame variant. And then same thing with that new to modern reprint slot. There's 42 potential cards in there. Get 1 of them per pack. This time we got the Cabal Coffer, which was awesome. And 4 of them could have a retro showcase frame. 8 of them could have a borderless alternate art style. And 33% of the time you will find a foil in the pack, which could also be a rare or mythic rare. So it's a great first pack with that Cabal Coffers, and we'll go into the second pack here. Go through our commons, looking for some booster fun. If we could get the cards in focus, my lord. This old phone was horrible at recording. Marble Gargoyle, another Kitchen Imp there. Dray Keeper, interesting elf, druid, squirrel, master, man. Fairgrounds Patrol in 2, Discerning Taste in 2, Piercing Rays, nothing crazy yet, Tangle Pool Bridge, cool artwork on that, into our uncommons. So there's the Squirrel Sovereign that we saw on that little piece of paper in the beginning. another Ghostlit Drifter, and a Slag Strider into our new to modern reprint slot. Okay, Riptide Laboratory, so it is a rare. Don't think it's a great one, but cool card. And then our regular, oh, nice. So that is our rare or mythic rare slot. That is Chatterfang, Squirrel General with the retro frame. Really cool looking card. I like that a lot. Not sure the value on it offhand. I think it's worth a little something, but very cool card to see regardless. So a couple of decent hits so far, I think, and you can kind of see how these set boosters break down. So it's a lot of just like commons, 10 commons that are kind of junk, but you get the chance in that modern reprint slot or the rare mythic slot or the foil slot to pull some really good stuff. So I'm going to go through here. We have a Parcel Myrrh, a Vaishno Lashclaw, crazy looking horse there, Tizerus Charger, Guardian Kieran. Still haven't seen any booster fun in these slots yet. There's a Storm God's Oracle, a Mistvault Bridge, cool looking art on that too, Echoing Return, into Slagwood's Bridge, that we're looking at for a very long time, I guess, into Tragic Fall, into our uncommons, going to be 3 of them, so Captain Ripley Vance, Underworld Hermit, and an Abiding Grace. Great card, sees a lot of play. There's our new to modern reprint slot, a Milliken, and a rare. Oh my god, Esper Sentinel. Wow, that's a hit, dude. That definitely has some value. Great card in control decks. Sees a lot of play. Wonderful in Commander. Definitely one of the things that you want to pull when you're opening these packs. Very, very cool. So first 3 packs have all had hits. I don't know that all 10 packs are going to have hits, but that's a great start. I can't complain about that. We go into the 4th pack here. Now, I'm kind of wondering, as we're going to go through these comments here, if maybe I misunderstood before I started watching this footage about the retro frame, or look at the tear on the top of that card, interesting. The retro frame or the sketch showcase. My understanding was that these draft boosters, again, have a 1 in 3 chance of having those booster fun variants in the common and uncommon slots, but we haven't seen one yet, so maybe those are only in set. Okay, there we go. There it is. All right, Glimmer Baron with the retro frame. So I was right. You can get them. It said 1 in 3, but the odds have not broken down that way thus far. Anyway, we're into the uncommon. So Feast of Sanity. There we go. Another retro frame of that same Squirrel Sovereign with the Scuttle Tide. And our modern reprint slot, Greed. I like how it has the legend symbol down there. Shows you what set it's originally from. And then our rare or mythic slot, General Ferris Rokarik. Oh, cool. So we did get a foil in this pack too. That is a Mind Collapse. A foil with the retro frame. Not worth anything, but man, that foil in that retro frame is cool. I do like the old retro frame foil, like the actual cards that were foil, where it was just the border that was foil and not the full artwork of the card, personally, but kind of nice that it's differentiated between like the old foils and these new retro frame foils, just so they're not like totally destroying the value of those old retro frame foils, so they still are unique in that way. But glad we saw some of those retro frame variants there. I was starting to lose my mind thinking maybe I was wrong about what I had read, but going to the next pack here, I think this is pack 5. I tend to lose count, but we'll go through the commons here. So that is a Jewel-Eyed Cobra, a Foul Watcher, creepy looking bird, Landscaper Kolos into Cabal Initiate, there you go, and a Wave Sifter, Elemental Fish dude there, Bottle Golems, there you go. Oh, nice. Step Through retro frame. I just love that retro frame, man. So much more than the new frames, personally. Gargadon into 3 uncommons. So Arcbound Javelineer. Liquid Metal Torque. I think that might have a little bit of value, actually. And a Herd Baloth. So into our modern reprint slot. Bone Shredder with the original set symbol down in the text box. Oh, nice. And an Arid Mesa. So there you go. That is the enemy fetch land cycle, I think is what that's called, and those all have pretty good value. And we get a foil with this pack, a Revolutionist. There you go. So yeah, any of those lands you're definitely going to want to see. They still have pretty good value. Certainly, like, what is it, Urza Saga, any of the Elemental Incarnate cycle, Ragavan, obviously. Any like retro frame of that land cycle is worth quite a lot too. I mean, we're talking, 10, 20, 30 plus up to $40, depending on which card it is at current prices on February 1st of 2024. So see what else we can pull here. Maybe we can get one of those would really add a lot of value to this box. But going into the commons here with the Shattered Ego, the Lightning Spear, Bone Shards with the retro frame. That looks really cool. Love that. Break Ties into Nested Shambler. Creepy looking zombie. Arrow Amoeba. My god, what on earth even is that thing? Ooh, Galvanic Relay retro frame. So now we're seeing a lot of retro frames. I like that style. Still haven't seen a sketch showcase yet, but another Goldmire Bridge there. Okay, Brainstone retro frame for our first uncommon out of 3. So our second is a Mystic Redaction. Third uncommon, Feast of Sanity. And what do we get in our new modern slot? Ooh, Upheaval. So it is a rare. Not a lot of value. Cool artwork, though. Cool card. And then our regular rare, Chef's Kiss. Funny card name. Not really worth anything. And we do get a foil. Storm God's Oracle. You know, as much as I was just saying that I don't like the new frames as much as the retro frames, I do love the new enchantment frame, especially in foil. More so the monocolored ones than the multicolored gold ones, but I just like the little kind of astral stars on it. That's just my opinion. But okay, I guess that was pack 6 because we got 4 packs left. So I'm gonna go ahead and break in here. Nothing too pricey in those last few packs. Some cool cards to see. I love those retro frames, but got a few good hits right at the start and then nothing for a while. So let's see if we can bring it home with these last few packs. We got our Mental Journey, our Battle Plan, our Crack Open, and our Nested Shambler again into another Marble Gargoyle. So a lot of duplicate commons already. Another Kitchen Imp, another duplicate, which again, when you're getting 10 commons per pack, kind of understandable. Faithless Salvaging, another Mind Collapse. This one not retro frame, not foil. Ooh, Goblin Arachnomancer with the retro frame. That's pretty cool. Abundant Harvest. Really like that Goblin Arachnomancer. That's cool. Into uncommons, so Monoskelion, Barbed Spike, and our third uncommon. Oh, nice. So there's the sketch showcase foil, or style that I was talking about, not foil, style. Cool looking. There's our new to modern reprint, Angelic Curator. Oh, nice. And a Marsh Flats for our rare. So, cool. That has value as far as I know. Not very, exciting. I don't know. Me personally, just, pulling a land isn't always the most exciting thing in the world. But, great land that sees a lot of play and has a lot of value. So, can't complain about that. Maybe it's not some big dragon or angel or whatever. You know, it's just a silly land. But that has some of the most value in these packs. So what do we got? We got Arid Mesa, the Cabal Coffers, and that one so far. So pretty good so far as we go into pack 7 here and try to not mangle the cards too badly. And that Esper Sentinel was a really good hit too. So let's see what else we can get here. I got a Rift Sower common, Unholy Heat. See if we could find some more of those sketch showcase cards too to show those off. There's a Steelfin Whale, Soul of Migration, kind of creepy. Sinister Starfish, speaking of creepy. Tragic Fall, there you go. And another Dray Keeper, Squirrel Druid Man. Another Fairgrounds Patrol. Isn't that exactly how it went in the last pack, too? Where it was those same cards in that same order? That's interesting. Discerning Taste into Piercing Ray. I'm going to have to go back. Is that the same string of 5 cards in a row? That's weird. Anyway, into uncommons. So Fast and Furious. There you go. It's all about family, you know. Into the next uncommon. Scour the Desert. There you go. Arcus Acolyte into our modern reprint slot. Hunting Pack from, what was that, Onslaught? And then our rare, Rise and Shine. Don't think that one's worth much, with an elemental token on the back and some draft archetypes there. This is a great draftable set. You know, any of these kind of modern or masters sets do tend to draft really well, so I'm not sure why they did draft boosters in the bundle instead of set boosters. Kind of strange to me. But, you know, draft boosters are pretty cool, and this is a fun set to draft. So there were some archetypes there if you were ever trying to draft this set for some reason. But going into the second to last pack here, hoping for a couple more big hits. Let's see a Ragavan or something would be cool. Through the commons, nothing super exciting. But, again, if we get those art treatments, the retro frame or the sketch, those are always cool to see. So we'll go through all of them. Knighted Myrrh, Vermin Gorger, that's gross, Disciple of the Sun, and another Storm God's Oracle, into Mistvault Bridge again. Echoing Return again. A lot of duplicates here. Slagwoods Bridge again. Okay, into our uncommons. So Flame Tongue Yearling, that one not in the sketch showcase. Young Necromancer. Is that Liliana? Lazotep Chancellor with a showcase artwork. Cool. A Mishra's Factory. I didn't even remember that those were reprinted in there. Into our rare, which is Yersi Fortune's Flame, which is what the foil promo card was. That one's non-foil, regular artwork, and a treasure token. So, kind of cool Mishra's Factory there to get a reprint of that for any Tron decks or anything like that. Not really worth too much, I don't think, but kind of cool to see. And we go into our last pack here. So I have no idea where we're at. Value-wise, I'll probably have a ticker on screen showing like the total value of the cards pulled thus far. So I'm not sure where we're at, but probably at least 40 or 50 bucks with some of those lands that we pulled, I would imagine. But we'll find out at the end as we blitz through the commons here, hopefully. Oh, Blacksmith Skills with the retro frame. Looks cool. Hellmongrel. Interesting art style on that compared to the other cards in this set. Arcbound Mouser into Drossforge Bridge, part of the land cycle of this set. Yet another Piercing Rays, yet another Rustvale Bridge, a Chrome Courier, and uncommons, Lazotep Chancellor, Scurry Oak. Okay, that's part of that crazy combo. Okay, Retro Frame Liquimetal Torque, that might have a little bit of value. And Seal of Cleansing for our new to modern reprint, and oh my god, an Asmarano Mardicadiced and a Kuldakar. That is a fun card to say. Don't think it has a lot of value, but there you go. And a Thopter token. Okay, so that is it for the box. I think we did all right. That Esper Sentinel was huge. The Cabal Coffers was pretty cool. I think here I just kind of like start laying out all the cards by type and sorting through them. I'm sure nobody wants to see that, so we are going to go ahead and take a look at all of the prices on Delver Lens and see how we did for the overall value of this box. I guess I'm just going through the rares and the mythic rare hits here if you were curious about how this one particular box turned out. There you go. And then let's take a look at some prices. Alrighty, so here we have the total value of the box with TCG Player market pricing as seen in the Delver Lens app on February 1st, 2024. Came out to $119.84, which is pretty good. So this product is kind of interesting. It is an evergreen product, meaning it was print to demand and they just kept printing it and printing it. So the supply is really, really high for this product. And the prices of sealed product has held pretty consistent for 2.5 years now. So I paid $80 for this bundle originally. You could pick one up now for $75. So pretty crazy considering there are some really, really good pulls from this set. It's just the supply is so high that, you know, the sealed product prices have just not gone up. So in this case, we did get more market value out of this box than we paid, which is always good to see. Now, these are TCG Player market prices, so, you know, it's not necessarily what the box is worth per se. It's really an indication of if I wanted to buy each and every one of these cards, like as a single, I would expect to basically pay $119.84. So I got more value out of the box than I paid, but, like, why would I want to buy all these exact cards as singles? I could take, you know, less than that. I could take the $80 I paid for the box, and just buy $80 worth of singles that I wanted, and then not have ended up with, like, you know, why would I want all these random commons and uncommons that I would never use? But as far as a sealed product goes, and just getting a random assortment of cards, we did end up with pretty good overall value, I would say. No prices on the tokens down here. But you can see up here, wow, I have to go scroll way all the way up. A lot of the value was in, you know, these kind of singles here. So certainly the Esper Sentinel, Cabal Coffers, like I said, any of these enemy fetchland cycle lands, and that Chatterfang. So if that's an indication of kind of what I would expect to have to pay to buy all those cards, if you're maybe more interested in, you know, what I could get from selling these cards, if I wanted to try to make my money back, what I'll do is I'll keep market price, but I'll set the minimum price to $3. And so what you'll see here, any card under this liquid metal torque, any card that's worth less than $3, probably not going to be worth trying to sell as a single. It's just not going to move very consistently, and even if it did, you're not getting a lot of value. But the card's $3 or more, you could probably sell as a single and get the market value for it minus shipping and seller fees or whatever else. And that comes out to $104.29, which again is above the $80 that we paid for the box and above the $75 that the boxes are going for now. So this is just one indication of what you may or may not get from one of these boxes. You may pull none of these $3 or more cards and get nothing, or you may pull like crazy Ragavans and Elemental Incarnate Cycle cards and get more. But it is interesting to see that there are some really big hits in this set. I mean, that Esper Sentinel is almost half of the value of one of these boxes just from one pull. That Cabal Coffer is being a $20 card. I could sell that for $20 right now. I could sell that. The Enemy Cycle lands, basically everything but the Chatterfang and the Liquid Metal Torque. I could keep those two and sell the rest of these cards up here. Basically net $10 in profit, or at least break even, and get to keep the rest of these cards down here for free. So pretty good value from this particular box. Now, just out of curiosity, because selling cards as singles is quite tedious and doesn't always work out so well, I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at TCG Player Buylist prices with a $1 cutoff. So there you go. That's what this comes out to. So what this is any card that I could buy list to TCG Player that is worth more than $1. Me personally, if you're not going to give me at least $1 for it, I'm just going to keep it for the piece of cardboard that it is, just because it's cool to have or whatever. But that comes out to $74.38 for everything from the Chatterfang up. So that's basically the price of the box. It's basically break-even price there. And with buy list price, this is what you would maybe expect to get from like selling it to like a local card shop or something. But these are TCG Player prices, so I could bundle these up, put them in the mail. TCG Player would give me basically the price of the box for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and I could just keep everything else from down here. Keep the box that it came in, keep the D20, keep the land packs, keep all that other stuff for essentially free. So in that regard, we got some pretty good pulls, pretty nice cards there. I'm just wondering what other metrics people may want to see. I don't think it's worth looking at TCG Player mid. I think TCG Player market price is just a better indication of value. We looked at it with the $3 cutoff. We looked at it at the total value. We looked at the buy list. I think that's basically your main metrics that you're going to want to see here. So pretty good box. Cool cards to see. Again, these draft boosters are kind of like, I don't love the draft boosters. You get just like a bunch of bulk commons that, are just going to sit there and collect dust for the most part. But some of those retro frame cards I think are really cool. That sketch showcase style, also very interesting. And then you just have some absolute bombs in this set, some really cool like retro frame mythics. Esper Sentinel being huge. We didn't pull any of the Elemental Incarnate Cycle, no Urza Saga, no Ragavan, none of those other big bombs, but just any of those lands and some of these retro frame cards worth quite a bit. So I think they're cool to see. Just wanted to kind of get a look at what this box ended up being worth. And, certainly not giving any financial advice here. I just like to look at the prices in a kind of snapshot in time. These prices could have changed between the recording and editing and uploading of this video. They could change tomorrow. They could go way up. They can go way down. You never know. You don't know what you're going to get. It's totally randomized. This is just what I happen to get from this one particular box. So I'd say we got pretty lucky, honestly, with this box. We got some really good pulls. I wouldn't expect to always pull, this much value from one of these boxes. But given that the prices on this sealed product has not gone up or down really much at all in 2.5 years, all the value is actually in the singles for this. Now, given that Wizards is reprinting stuff like crazy, these single prices are going to change all the time, I would say. But currently, at this date and time, a lot of these cards, I think I could move pretty consistently. Any of these fetch lands could easily move for, $10. The Esper Sentinel easily moving for 30, the Cabal Coffer for 20. And you can get pretty good value if you get some good pulls, even from draft boosters. So that is all for this video. Hopefully you found it interesting, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.